I am D.Nicole from Rewind and Review, and today I'm going to be talking about the Chi Season 3, Episode 7, A Stain, y'all. And the stain it is going to leave. We find out that our girl wasn't just being kidnapped, but she was also being sexually abused, you guys. So we know that this is going to leave our girl with some kind of PTSD. So if I had to rate this episode out of 5 stars, you guys, I'm probably going to give it a 7. It was some solid acting in this episode. Now, I am not going to talk about everything that happened in this episode, but I'm going to talk about what I think is important for this episode and maybe important further down the line during this season. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome me, welcome you. And to my old couch potatoes, let's get to it. Alright, y'all, so we begin this episode with Ronnie at a bar giving a toast to Mrs. Epps, y'all, and I was wondering, really, how was Ronnie going to be able to send our girl off? Because all I could think about was if she didn't have life insurance, that it was going to be a wrap for a funeral. And that is exactly what it was. And they let us know that Miss Ethel, she did not want a funeral. So, of course, Ronnie boys are there supporting him. But we also see our girl Jada came to show her respect to Miss Ethel. So Ronnie basically wants to finally apologize for him messing up him and Jada's date for being drunk. And Jada's like, look at you. You still haven't learned your lesson. Are you finally going to do the right thing and give up liquor and stop talking about it and actually do it? So, y'all, I don't know what it is, but it seems like it was needed for Jada to say this to him and maybe the push that he actually needs to stop drinking. So next we see Sicko is in bed with Kiesshhaaa, and y'all, he's pretty much confirms that he just isn't a sicko for kidnapping Kiesshhaaa and having her locked away, but he's also been sexually abusing her, raping her. And he wakes up and he's like, Kiesshhaaa, why you didn't wake me up? And talk about having a long night, and y'all, he all behind her, and I'm just disgusted. I'm like, yeah, Kiesshhaaa, you gotta get out of there today. So next we see Emmett and Dominique, who are meeting with Zeke, who I'm guessing is the landlord of Sonny's, and they're in the meeting trying to convince him to evict Sonny and allow them to use the kitchen still under Sonny's name, but it's going to be like the new generation. So y'all, is it me or is it just really fucked up? Like, damn, y'all just could have presented this idea to Sonny. Like, why are y'all going behind his back? And y'all could just call this an after-hour spot. Like, y'all could partner with him, but y'all, they going to the damn point to get him evicted. And Emmy, that's just cold as hell to me, especially knowing how much Sonny has done for you. So Zeke is like, nah, I can't do that. That's messed up. And y'all, Dominique slides him a piece of her cake, which will help them in another opportunity in the episode. So now we're with Jake, Duda, and Rose. And Duda is trying to tell Jake and Rose about some event that he needs them at. And y'all, we see that Jake has lost all respect for Duda since Trig has filled him in with Duda having something to do with Reggie's killing. So Jake tells him, who do you think I am? I'm not something for you to show off for your little campaign, y'all. And Duda gets mad and he kind of jacks Jake up. And y'all, Jake, he ain't backing down. He talking shit like, what you gonna do? Hit me? It's not gonna be a good look for your little campaign. What I'm gonna do? Walk around there with a black eye? Jake is back. He back being that little disrespectful boy he was. There's no more, becoming respectful, trying to turn it around. He like, fuck you, Duda. And I mean, I don't blame him. You killed his brother. So we see that Jada and Tomas are going strong, and he's being supportive of her, attending the funeral with her. And y'all, she wants to go home and change, but they wanted to get them a little smash time in. So y'all, they're in the hallway trying to set the mood off. They think they're about to walk in and, get to it. And y'all, Emmett and his little family are all laid out with stuff everywhere. So y'all, Jada is pissed, and her and Tomas have to do a little rain check. So she walks Tomas out, and y'all, I really feel like he is just out of order, out of place to tell her, to put Emmett out. But I get what he's saying. But Tomas, the way Jada's love life go, shut up. Ain't nobody asked you nothing. So Jada went back in, and she went in on them, y'all. She tells them how she's tired of them. So we're back with Kiesshhaaa and the creepy man, y'all. And I'm just so disturbed by his sick ass, y'all. So he's acting like they're just a happy couple. Talking like, he about to go fix him something to eat, and when he goes, he's placing like padlocks all down the door. So y'all, she's sick of the shit. She trying to figure out how she gonna escape. So she breaks the leg off the chair. She places it behind her back. So y'all, he comes back and Kiesshhaaa tries to attack him, but he outweighs her, and he has, to threaten her like, I'm not going to, put up with you and your shenanigans any longer. So Papa goes to pick up Maisha for school, and she has to let him know that her mom is out of work and she has to stay home to babysit. So Papa's like, he gonna help Maisha, and she's like, no, her mama be pissed if she knew that she was telling her business. So now we're back with Emmett and Dominique, and Dominique is still prospering with her, home kitchen restaurant when Emmett comes in with the opportunity for a catering gig from the landlord, Zeke. He called after trying Dominique's cake, and the caterer for his event had canceled at the last minute. So we're back with Duda and Rose, and she flats out to tell him that Jake knows that he had something to do with Reg being killed. And I'm honestly trying to figure out, like, how does she know? And she tells him, stop playing with him and underestimating him. So Duda's like, he ain't got the balls. And I'm like, Duda, Jake really has nothing to lose. He gives no fucks about messing up anything you have going or disrespecting you, which we have already seen earlier in this episode. Okay, y'all, so now we're back with Dre, y'all, and honestly, y'all, the bitch is truly getting back on my nerves. So she basically is trying to tell Nina that it's time to start the grieving process. Like, bitch, it's only been 2 months. There is really no time for grieving. And y'all, when I found out she was a damn high school counselor, I'm like, how the fuck are you a counselor giving advice like this? So Dre pretty much is telling her, let's get this grieving process started. It's been 2 months. And Nina's like, no, it's been 2 months, and I don't care how long it takes until I get a body. I ain't giving up. And I'm with Nina, like, what the fuck, Dre? And so Nina basically pushed Dre out, and y'all tell me below if y'all agree with Nina or with Dre. So Ronnie has to go give his farewells to his boys, and y'all, I'm honestly sad with them to leave. In hell, they have been around since season 1, and well, they have really been true friends to Ronnie, and they offer Ronnie, to go with them again, and Ronnie tells them that he has something to take care of, which we know is finding Kiesshhaaa, and we know that Ronnie promised Mrs. Ethel to find Kiesshhaaa, and he's determined to make that promise come true. So y'all, it takes us back to our girl Kiesshhaaa, and it looks like she is pretty much ready to give it all up. It looks as though she has hung up a noose, and like, it's like she's done, because it's been 2 months now, and we see that he is now sexually abusing her as well. It seems like every escape plan is failing, so I don't blame her. So we're with Kevin and Gemma, and Kevin is pretty much, he's still not here for Gemma. He's been ignoring her for 2 days, and Gemma, realizing that Kevin isn't really fucking with her, does the most cliche thing us girls can do, invite Kevin over for the damn cookie. And of course, Kevin, high hormonal ass, is like, shit, come on. So y'all, they're at Gemma's house, and y'all, I'm disgusted. They're unbuttoning their shirts, and I'm like, and I'm glad, y'all, that they did do this consent thing, letting us know that, they asked to X, because, people do get set up for the okie doke. So, y'all, they're about to get to it, and they hear one of Gemma's parents have, returned home. And, y'all, so they're rushing to put their shirts on, acting like, nothing's going on. So her dad ends up walking in, and Gemma's like, yeah, her and Kevin are studying French, y'all. And when they pan the screen over, Kevin has the wrong damn book out, clothes all twisted. And the daddy like, come on, let me holler at you downstairs. So now we're with Papa at the church, and y'all, he's stealing money when his dad walks in. So Papa basically is schooling his dad on what he has pretty much taught him, to help people out when they are in need. And the daddy tried to tell him that, the money is to help provide for you. And Papa like, well, I don't need it. So also Papa is going to get to the bottom of the Camille situation, y'all, with her giving him money. So Papa fills him in with, Maisha family, basically, needing money. And so we see down the line in this episode that they're going to go and help Maisha's family. So y'all, we're with Ronnie, who is back canvassing the neighborhood for Kiesshhaaa, and he gets many doors, slammed until he gets to this one neighbor who was out outside of her window. He fills her in with the creepy ass man telling him that he had a wife, and they heard the screams that he heard the other night, and she tells him that his weird ass ain't got no wife, and so that was then that Ronnie knew to go on his mission. So Ronnie finds this crowbar, and he finds Lil Creepy's home. He breaks in. He's screaming Kiesshhaaa name, y'all. And Ronnie is just moving too slow for me. Like, Lil Creepy will be back, so you need to move with a little urgency. So Ronnie's calling out Kiesshhaaa, and she hears his name, y'all. She hears her name, and he breaks in the padlocks, and y'all, Little Creepy pulls up, and he notices, that the house has been broken in. So, y'all, I'm like, I hope Ronnie and Kiesshhaaa are alert. And they sitting there talking. I'm like, shut the fuck up, talk later, y'all. It's a little creepy. He walks in, and y'all, he knocks Ronnie the fuck down. And y'all know Ronnie is fragile. But our girl, she's not going out without a fight. She grabs him by the eyeballs. I'm like, yes, girl, scratch the corny of the fuck up. And so, y'all, he's just so worried about Ronnie ass, and Kiesshhaaa goes and grabs his crowbar, and she goes ballistic. And I'm like, yes, girl, beat his ass, that old ass nasty trick. And y'all, so Kiesshhaaa goes upstairs, and she made it to the door, and I'm like, not again, Kiesshhaaa, run, y'all. But the light is so bright on her eyes from her being locked up in the basement for 2 months. So now we're with Kevin, who's in the office with Gemma's dad, and Gemma's dad knows exactly what was about to go down. So between Kevin and Gemma, so he asks flat out, so you about to fuck my daughter? And then Kevin receives a message from Lena that makes him instantly sprint out the door. And so Kevin make it to the hospital. And he like, is it really her? And Lena confirms it, and y'all, they walk into the room, y'all, and honestly, it's sort of weird to me. Like, I needed a little bit more excitement from Lena, Kevin, and Dre. But, like, I understand Kiesshhaaa being a little standoffish, but I needed a little bit more excitement from them. But Lena lets her know, like, you don't have to talk now. You can just talk when you're ready, y'all. And y'all, they're hugging each other on the bed. And y'all, she even reached for Dre's hand. So it might be the little beef between Kiesshhaaa and Dre. It may be over. All right, y'all, so we're at the little event with Duda, and we find out that it's Gemma's dad's event, and he's talking to Duda and Camille, and he's basically letting them know who he was going to back for the campaign, which is Duda. So now we're with Emmett and Dominique, and their event for Zeke was a success, and he comes in, and now he's offering them a business deal. So, y'all, they're happy because it seems like their meeting with him is actually working in their favor. And, y'all, I am just still against them trying to take over Sonny's behind his back. It's just really low down to me, and it's not sitting well at all. And, y'all, this psychic last week knew exactly that Emmett was full of shit, and that she was trying to put our girl Tiff on game. And I don't know how she's going to find out about Emmett and Dominique, but she probably find out that his fertile ass got her pregnant because, y'all, it looks like they just went straight to it. So now we're with Papa and his daddy, who has gone to take my Isha mom some money. And, y'all, she is pissed at first. She's not trying to take it, but it seems by in the end, she's very grateful, y'all. And to me, it looks like her nails were also freshly did, so it doesn't seem like she was too stressed. All right, y'all, so we're with Duda and Jake, and he basically tells Jake the truth about how it went down with Reg and how he had to choose between saving him and starting a war or turn his back and keep peace. So he's like, you kill him. And Duda tells him that you can't save everybody. So Jake asks him, why are you trying to save me? And Duda tells him it's something that he sees in him. And Jake was like, what do you see? He tells him that he sees himself. And Jake asks, like, am I going to be a crook like you? And y'all, he gives no fuck. And so Duda's like, maybe, or maybe, the mayor of Chicago. And y'all, I'm just really happy that Duda told him the truth. Now, I don't know how this is going to work in his favor or if it even will work in his favor. So we're back at the hospital, and Dre is in the room, y'all, and she's crying, breaking down. And y'all, I was crying right along with her ass. And y'all, she was really finna give up on that girl. And so, y'all, we're back with Kevin, and he just doesn't, he doesn't too much care for Ronnie. Hell, he killed Coogie in the first season. Hell, he even shot Ronnie first season. But, y'all, he puts his pride to the side, and he thanks Ronnie for saving Kiesshhaaa. So, y'all, below, comment, what do you think about this episode? Do you think that Jake is going to turn on Duda? What is gonna happen from here? Like, is Kiesshhaaa going to be able to be her vibrant self again? Like, what is going to happen with the rest of season 3? I think we only have 2 episodes left, maybe 3, y'all. And it took them a while to get me back into it. So, y'all, I'm really depending on these last few episodes, because it took me the episode damn near 3 or 4 to get back into it.